Hello people, as promised in the last video, this time we are bringing you a person who has gone through depression herself, and we will be listening to her journey, how she got aware of it and how she came out of it. So let's see who that person is. So that person is Divya. Yes, the one who is making videos with me, but she has her own journey. And as I said in the beginning, she will be telling us about how she went through all the awareness and how she came out of it. So Divya, please tell us how that happened and how that started.
Hi everyone, it's amazing to share my story here. It needs some courage to talk about it, but I hope
I can actually.
Yes, I hope I can inspire you. So I think I was in depression from 10th standard till 12th standard. It was maybe because we changed where we used to live, so I did not have friends, and it is a change of place, it is a change of class, because your classes get shuffled, and so I had no friends basically, and I was a very secretive person. I didn't feel like it's important to express. So interestingly, when I was in depression, neither I knew I was in depression nor my parents. None of them knew. But I think because I was an avid reader, so when I used to read a lot, that's what made me realize, okay, that is why I'm extremely sad. That is why I don't express. So I was a person who had a lot of diaries. And one day I think my mother came to me and I said, I don't understand why you keep writing diaries, because no one's ever going to read those diaries. So how's someone ever going to know what you feel? And okay, that kind of opened my eyes. But I was still not in a very trustworthy platform where I wanted to talk to them about anything. Not that they were any harsh on me or I come from a very conservative background. Not at all. It was just my personality was not accustomed to the changes I was witnessing in my environment. But I think there was this, I was in 12th standard, I was sitting at the Mumbai airport. And so I used to be a very religious person, then I shifted to be a very spiritual person. And I was praying to just get out of this depression, because I had come to this understanding that definitely I'm depressed. This is for sure now, because I was reading so much and I was used to cry a lot. I used to be alone a lot. That's when I started meditation, because that was the first thing came across, that this is how you heal.
So first, let me be, just to make our readers be clear about it. So you mean to say that when you actually got aware little bit, was that when you were confined to yourself, you were not opening up even to your parents, right?
No, they still don't know that I went through a depression.
Yeah. So just to let you people know, first of all, thanks a lot, Divya, for sharing your story. And as she herself said, needs a lot of courage. So big round of applause for her. And definitely, as she said, just to tell you all that it could happen with you, that you just want to be confined to yourself, not want to open up what you're feeling. And as she said, she only used to write. So maybe you are also just writing in your diaries, thinking that, okay, you're just taking out all your emotions. Yes, it is a good way of doing it, but have a human diary as well. Someone to whom you can talk to. It will really help. And now Divya can go ahead.
So I was sitting at this Mumbai airport and I was with my parents, and I was like, the flight got delayed, so we got more time. So I went to the bookshop and I came across this book called You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. It's like one of the best written books you can ever come across. Like there are self-help books like Secret and stuff. But You Can Heal Your Life was became a Bible for me. And I was already meditating. So I used to suffer from cluster attacks. So when I read through spiritual side, I could have more understanding why do I have it than what people told you about, like what doctors tell you, because doctors go by symptoms. Okay, this is the symptom, this is the medicine. So in cluster, what happens is you don't like the light, you live in enclosed doors, you don't like the sound, which is not very much different from depression. You don't like the light, you don't like the sound, you don't like the people, you don't want anyone around you. It's just that your whole body hurts. You feel half paralyzed and it's extreme. So I started meditating, and meditating was everything for me. And I started reading whatever this book was telling me. That's when I started realizing this is my way out. Either I can succumb myself and, pity myself and become a victim and say, I was depressed. And trust me, nothing great happened to me to be depressed. It was just as a kid or as a person, I was not able to cope with the changes in my life. I was never physically abused. I was never sexually abused. Nothing. Trust me, I have had a blessed childhood. It was just my overthinking mindset and not able to confine with my parents or my brothers, and not able to confine with my friends or not trusting them. So that is your own inner journey where you realize this is what I don't want. And I think that was my 12th class, my 2009 year, or you can say when I crossed the 12th class also. 2010 was my awakening year. Because I think I was always on my knees in front of the universe and saying, just help me out. Because I used to cry a lot. I was never able to go out and talk about it. And meditation opened doors for me. My college became my happy place. I took up everything I wanted. And that depression, coming out of depression and every day taking a step towards universe, trusting it, meditating it, believing that this is going to be okay. I'm not the product of my circumstances. Rather, I am creating my own circumstances. So it's not the other way around. And obviously, reading a lot. I was still not talking to people about it because I was unsure. And interestingly, I took up the college I wanted. At my age, no one knew what they wanted to do. I knew it. That was interesting. I created a whole bucket list, what I wanted. And today, I'm 27 years old. And we are talking about this when I was 14, 15. And I have no depression. And it's been years I have had no depression. And it's been years I've been cured from cluster attacks too, which is impossible. But trust me, it is possible. What doctors tell you every time is it's not impossible. Your faith, your universe, your healing cycles, your prayers work. And we can also say one more thing. I've been through panic attacks. I've been through anxiety. And yes, today me and Shweta are coming on the platform and talking to you about it and sharing my own story and helping and extending my hand towards you, our hands towards you. I didn't have one. Neither I looked for one. My helping hands were books, meditation, and trust within myself and my own inner journey, which made me write a book, From Depression to Light. What is your excuse for not coming out of it? 1, do you even know you're there? 2, and 3rd is, do you want to talk? Can you muster the courage to talk, own it, own your fight? Don't be a victim. Can you? What do you think?
Yes,
any questions you have?
So I first of all will again give a round of applause for her to share her own personal story, which is a big deal to do when it is about depression, anxiety and cluster attacks, which she is very right that if it's in you, first of all, from her story, what all you can understand is that it's very important to be aware that you are actually in that state. And that awareness can come with the symptoms that we explained in our last video. Then when she got aware of it, a book changed her life. But not necessarily, as she said, that everybody will have a book to change their life. So you should understand, first of all, focus on where your problem is, get aware of it and change it by talking to someone. And by someone, I would say, who are there to help.
Your close ones.
Yes.
Could be your teacher also.
Yes, true. I was about to say that only. Be it a friend, teacher, colleague, or anyone, your parents, your brother, your sister, anyone to whom
Trust
you can
them.
open up. Yes, because she trusted what she wanted to trust. That is why she's out of it right now. And
also, when I came out of it, I made this motto of my life that whoever come across to me as a depressed person, because I'm a teacher in a university, I am like a faculty and I'm a trainer also by profession, that whoever is there and whoever needs me, I'll be there for them. And I'm very honored to say this, that a lot of students of mine have come out of it. And it became kind of a mission for me that I need to motivate them. I need to be the catalyst in their role. And it gave me immense happiness. It is not that I wanted to fix people. No, it is just that I wanted people not to feel what I went through. I just wanted to be there as a pillar. So if you come out of it, you are just extended more help to the world. So it's just like you heal yourself and you heal the world.
Yes. And I would say that how I can, because why I can help or how I can help, even though by God's grace, I have not been through depression, but I know a lot of people who have gone through it, Divya being one, but I have 2-3 more close friends who have gone through it. And knowingly or unknowingly, for 2 or 3 of my friends, they said that I have helped them out by maybe being there or being available to them, talking to them or whatever, And I have had the opportunity to go for my PhD outside India. And over there, I explored this thing of mine more maybe. And that's how I thought that maybe if I'm available, this is a very small word though, but if I am available, even if we both, I would say over here, can take out one person out of it, though she's doing it with her students or I'm doing it with whoever is coming in my life.
Whoever comes across.
Yeah, and now we both would like whoever is there or listening to us, wants to talk to us, that if they are actually suffering from this or not, we both are available to talk to you, to tell you that if you are actually suffering from it or not, or it's just a few first signs and you can easily come out of it, we both are available. So this video is all about Divya's story and what you can take away from that story actually. So as Divya asked those 3 questions, I would ask the same thing, and in the end I would just say that we both are available. That's it.
We are there.
Yeah.
Come out of it, talk about it, reach out to us.
Yes, and stay healthy, stay safe, and stay positive.
Stay at home. Thank you.
At home. Bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye, guys.